Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 15th to the 31st, 2023 reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, I just want to let you know that I am open to private readings, private personalized meditations, and animal healings. So if you're interested in any of this, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's also linked in the description box below. Also, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is really helping me get out of the YouTube algorithm purgatory, which I have been sent to because I had to take time off to take care of sick family members. So thank you so very much for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. It means the world to me. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Princess of Cups. So this is emotionally immature energy. Now, this could be us. We could be feeling just overwhelmed and tired and just kind of like, when you push yourself too hard and you feel like a cranky toddler. This can be that type of energy. You have to be very mindful here, Virgo, not to push yourself and push yourself and push yourself until all you want to do is have a hissy fit. It's like, leave me alone. I need to be quiet. I need to just be by myself. It's too much. So just be aware of this, because I feel that energy. It's like, okay, toddler meltdown energy, where it's like, it's all consuming. It's all intense. That's how spirit brings it across. So just be aware of this. There can also be a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or somebody who's very emotional, just very emotional. That's how you would describe them. The first way you would describe this person is emotional, who isn't regulating their emotions. They're just all over the place. So be aware of this. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides. Here we have meditate. It is going to be so important, Virgo, to meditate, to calm, to center yourself, to say, this is what I need, this is what I want, and really put that into focus in your own body, in your own soul, in your own self through meditation. So just be aware of this. Meditation is going to be one of the most powerful tools. It could be while you're knitting, while you're crocheting, while you're walking, while you're, washing the dishes, while you're exercising, while you're gardening, whatever it is that you do to unwind. It doesn't have to be sitting there with your hands like this, meditating. It could be a meditative practice. So just be aware. Meditation is going to be so important. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. Okay, very interesting. So there's a fight here that we're holding on to, okay? It's something that it's us either living in the past or living in the future, but not living right here, right now. So just be very aware of this. But we're holding on to this fight. I see this very, very clearly right here. There's a gift from God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, with the Ace of Swords, cutting through doubts and fears. There's also this huge gift of the heart coming to you, which is absolutely beautiful. But let's start with the moon reverse. This is Pisces energy. You can be having a hard time with a Pisces, but we can also be having a hard time with the fact, okay, so here we have the moon. Pisces is ruled by, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, okay, which is the world of imagination. We can be having a hard time with the ever changing faces of ourselves. So just knowing this, knowing that things can be a little bit more frightening, a little bit more overwhelming in our mind, then it's going to be as we go after it. So with the moon reversed, we feel overwhelmed. We feel like, we don't know what's going to happen. It's chaotic. We're trying to figure it out. And spirit's like, well, we're not supposed to know, right? We can have guidance. We can see as clearly as our connection with spirit allows, or as other people's connections with spirit allows. But I can tell you, I work with spirit every single day. I work, with this energy, with the future, with the past, and the future still surprises me. It's still like, oh well, I didn't see it like that, or I didn't have those words to describe that, or oh, that's interesting that that's how it manifested. Like spirit will show you, but the way it manifests can be like, oh wow, I never would have even thought of that. That wasn't even in my realm of knowledge, of knowing. So being aware of this is going to be super important during this time, because there's a sense of like, I want to know, and we're using the past, we're using what we hope the future will be, but we're not standing right here, right now. And that's actually going to be one of our greatest gifts, to stand right here and right now. So being aware of this is going to be super important, and being aware that things are changing, but that we're also, looking at fears of the unknown is coming forward. The Ace of Swords, again, God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of knowledge, of cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. This is the only weapon in the tarot. Well, we have the Chariot, which is also a weapon, but this is the only weapon that if you showed somebody the card of the Chariot, and you showed somebody the card of the Ace of Swords, and you said which one was a weapon, they go, oh, the swords. So the swords in the minor arcana, they're the only weapons in the tarot. And here, this is us cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. This is us gaining insight. This is us starting to trust our own voice. This is us also realizing, our words are weapons, right? That old shared song. Our words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. This is being very aware. This is being very aware of ourselves, what we want, what we desire, but also knowing that we can be too caught up in our own mind, in the way that we want things to be, in the way that we want to picture things. We're also out of touch right now, out of alignment with our own imagination. And that's something to be aware of. We need to imagine. We need to envision. We need to have the creative juices flowing. It's very good for us, no matter how scientifically inclined we are. I work with scientists and mathematicians and doctors, and they need to have that outlet of creativity. It's so important. It's so important. With the Eight of Cups reversed, here, even though we're having all this knowledge coming in, there's something right now that we're fighting, that we're not ready to walk away from. It's like, no, I'm not ready to give up on this. But there's a part of us that knows it's done. Now, is it done and going to transform and manifest in a different way? It can. But there's something here, Virgo, that we need to know. Okay, it's time to walk away from this, even though I don't want to walk away from this. Or it's time to be like, okay, this is what I need to happen. Because we're tired of fighting. We're tired of it. It's draining us. It's overwhelming. It's keeping us from the place that we want to be. The Eight of Cups reversed is an ending. Well, the Eight of Cups is an ending as severe as a divorce. And I see the Eight of Cups reversed is a pause on this ending. It's like, I'm not ready to give up. But there's a need to say, it isn't working. Or even just to vocalize this to another person or in a situation. It's like, this isn't working for me. Or even to ourselves, you know what, this isn't working for me. I need to change it. I need to change what I'm doing to myself in order to move me forward. That could be very much it, because we're fighting, and it's like, we're fighting this person, we're fighting that person, and it's like, we're fighting this, we're fighting that. And it's so easy to see the little battles, or the battles that we think are so important, but we're really distracting ourselves from the bigger one that is hard to walk away from. And it's very much centered in the self. It's very much centered in self-sabotage or self-doubt or fear or, I can't, I can't, I can't. It's like, yes, you absolutely can. The nine, not the nine, the 7 of Wands is very much telling us, okay, it's time. It's time to look at what we're fighting for. It's time to look at also what we're fighting with. You know, we can't run away from our own shadow. We just can't. I know people who spend their whole lives trying to. It's exhausting. You'll never get there. You'll never achieve your goal. I try to. You'll never achieve your goal if you're trying to run away from yourself. Own who you are. I mean, I'm not talking about to those monstrous, horrible people, but own who you are. If you're not hurting anybody, if you're trying to bring love and positivity into the world, own who you are. The 7 of Wands. Stop the battles. Stand up for yourself. Yes. Stand your ground. Absolutely. Don't be a doormat. But you're wasting too much energy fighting, and it's draining you big time. Big time, Virgo. 9 of Pentacles reversed. When this is upright, this is prosperity and this is success. And this is knowing, yeah, I have hard work to go, but I've made it. I've done it. I'm succeeding. I'm achieving. Reverse, it's like, man, I'm never going to get there. Looking at the past, I'd won in the past. Looking at the future, I hope I have wins in the future. But right now, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I'm ever going to get to that place of a win, that place that I desire being. And it's because we're looking at the past and we're looking at the future. And we're not standing right here, right now in ourselves and saying, okay, what needs to be done? It's harsh truth sometimes that the tarot calls on us. It's like, it's harshness. It's like, okay, what needs to be done? Coming to this realization, coming to this power, coming to this understanding is going to be so, so, so important for us. It's like, okay, what needs to be done? Because, man, do we want the coffers filled? We want the bank accounts overflowing. We want the prosperity. We want the success. We want the bounty. We need to call it into ourselves. And it's not just sitting there saying, well, I manifested this and I manifested that and I thought about this and I thought about that and it happened. It's okay, I thought about it. But also we as human beings believe that we also need to work towards it. So here, it's like I thought about it and now I'm working towards it. Now I'm going after it. Now I'm putting in that physical energy to achieve. Because you can, I'm sure you can think about it and have it happen. But you can think about being skinny or being strong or being, powerful in your own body. But if you don't work those muscles, it doesn't happen. And once you work those muscles and you have that muscle memory, it can happen so much easier than when you're building it from scratch. So here, it's like, okay, I need that muscle memory to have this prosperity coming in. And that's where I'm not living in the past. I'm not living in the future. I'm looking at right here, right now. And I'm embracing me. With the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of healing, beautiful love. Take it. Absolutely, positively take it. And you are. Okay, you are taking it. You are sharing that wealth with others. You're trading other people in that love, in that wealth. And I know trading might be a weird word to use, but she's teaching. I guess teaching is a better word. She's teaching that child to live in love, to move forward in the compassion of her heart, to move forward in the beauty of herself and being in her body and being in her soul and being the only her that's here on this world. So it's teaching, it's learning, it's embracing, it's understanding healing, it's connecting with healing. You can find during this time, Virgo, that you're very drawn to the healing arts, however that manifests in your life. And it's opening up doors and it's leading with the heart. And that can be scary. To lead with love. Love is the most powerful word in our universe. To lead with love is extraordinary, but it's terrifying. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the 3 of Pentacles. Be mindful. People are going to want to take credit for your hard work. Okay. As long as you're aware of it. Either they take credit for it or you stand your ground and say, no, this is what I did. No, this is how I'm moving forward. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious spirit message is fairy tales. We need to connect with fairy tales. We need to tell ourselves fairy tales. We need to open up old fairy tale books that we had as children. We need to connect with fairy tales. We need to read fairy tales to our children if we have them, or just look at the wisdom of them. Because fairy tales, the old, before Disney got their hands on them, before everything was made less scary, less real, fairy tales are extraordinary. They may be distasteful at times, yes, but they're extraordinary. They're extraordinary stories that touch somewhere primal deep in our souls. Okay, at least they do for me. I love fairy tales. It's connecting with that again. It's letting ourselves let in the whimsy, let in the dream. Neptune is the ruler of the unseen world, the world of imagination. That's what rules Pisces. And we've disconnected from our imagination. Earth sign energies can do that very easily. There's a sense of earth sign and fire sign energies. Okay, there's a sense of like, this is what needs to be done, grounded here on earth. This is what I need to do. This is practical. This isn't practical. But you need to, Virgo, connect with the unseen world, connecting with Neptune energy. See what, in your chart where your Neptune is. What does that mean for you? How does that work in your life? But it's the ruler of the unseen world. And a connection with the unseen world is our fairy tales. That's how our ancestors or ancestors just of this earth saw the world. Because we don't have to connect with our culture's fairy tales, right? We can broaden our horizon. Subconscious. Tarot message is the Lovers. That's Gemini energy, very strong Gemini energy here. That's duality, okay, is going to be very important to us during this time. Having different ways of seeing things, different ways of connecting with things, honoring two parts of a beautiful whole, which is us, but also honoring, different parts of our world and the consciousness and, the power that makes up our universe. But it's the Lovers. It's knowing that the angels, our spirit guides, the universe, it wants us to walk in love. And it doesn't mean that the coffers, have to be overflowing and us to all live in mansions and drive, the biggest, bestest cars. What it means is to love the world that we're living in, to love a new day, a new connection, a new life that happens every single day when we open up our eyes. We are reborn. How are we going to utilize that day? How are we going to utilize ourselves? And moving forward in love. Sing a little song of love. I know it sounds terribly silly or hokey to say just sing love, love, love as you're getting ready for the day, but it really does make you feel good. It gives you a little insight into my mornings. But let yourself embrace love. Let yourself embrace joy. Raise the energy vibration of your home, of your family, of you. And it can be hard because as you're raising the energy vibration of you, people want to pull you down. It feels like, oh my gosh, now I have all these battles to fight. All these things that all these monsters are coming out of the closet because they want to pull you down. Keep on moving forward in your love. Have you ever found that you're having a really good day and you're smiling and happy and somebody says to you, oh, it's not all sunshine and roses, like, stop being such a fool. And that just takes you out of your good day. Why? Move forward in love. Move forward letting yourself be in love. It's so important. Be in love with you and then see what happens, because that will call in all sorts of wonderful things. Okay, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.